Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the Samurai Force Autumn figure from Rage Toys. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure looks incredible and much like the Fury Toys Spring we have right here. It's absolutely loaded with detail. It's a lot of similar beats, so very much in line with that. And yeah, as we can see, the coloring is definitely very similar. We definitely have that nice wash going over there as well. So the skin definitely has some like nice depth to it. Looks nice and real. Same with the shell. I get that kind of cream color that we saw on Spring as well, and then really nice detail on the shell itself. And speaking of the shell, we have all sorts of pouches and like this like tech backpack. We got the sheath, just really excellent work all around. A couple of red buttons going on there. It's just really nice detail. A lot of love went into this. Clearly, not only that, but speaking of those colors, that purple is really like the perfect shade if you ask me. Definitely my favorite shade of purple, and yeah, it really pops. It seems almost bright even though it's a very deep purple, and part of that is probably kind of the realistic tones that they use for the rest of this figure, especially kind of get the brown for the knee pads. Again, you have those punched in details like the rivets here at the or grommets here at the side. Then we get some shin foot guards here with a little bit of a wash going on as well. Again, everything has like a nice aged feel to it. We even got sculpt at the bottom of the feet. Just fantastic stuff all around. And the hands, very similar. We actually got this like little watch or monitor sort of deal here on the left arm. So very nice there, where we got the screen, we got buttons, we got wires, just everything you could want. And yeah, just really cool looking figure. And then we get those soft goods details as well. So we do have a removable scarf piece here. It doesn't hang over. It's just kind of like a wrap around the neck sort of piece. Then we get the edges of the belt, which are cloth goods, just like they were on Spring. And yeah, that's just about it. So just a really cool looking figure. We get so many accessories with so many options for how to kind of present the figure. So starting off with hands, we do get our grips that we saw in the last section. So not open grips, they are definitely just a hand with a hole in them. So closed off, so a little bit, only what is sized for that hand will fit in. Then we get a couple of splayed out hands and a pair of relaxed hands, all beautifully painted. And then finally, we do get a right pointing hand. And then we move on to heads. So right out of the box, we do get the samurai head with the mouth covered. We get this hood piece and the kind of cream colored lining there to the hood. Then we get the alternate head, obviously Donatello. The face looks a little bit more like it did on Spring / Leonardo. And then we get the goggles here with the, the red and green lenses and some really nice details just all around. And yeah, then again, we get the soft goods here at the back, just like we did on Leo. And then moving on to all of this stuff. So we get this little piece. I believe this goes on the leg. That's where it seemed to fit the best. You can see some nice like kind of leather style details going on there. And then 3 clips. And those 3 clips are for the 3 grenades that he comes with. Just cast in this kind of dark gunmetal style silver. So very nice there. And again, you can just kind of like clip those in. Let's just hold on there. So there's that. Then we get another clip, and wasn't really sure what this was for at first. And then it's obvious it's square. And then you get a musket here, just kind of crazy. Very nice here with the brown, really nice bright gold, and then more of a subdued silver going on. And then we get the symbol that is on his headband, pardon me, here at the end of the musket as well. So that's pretty cool. And that just kind of goes on there. That'll hold like that. And that is actually, now that I'm pointing that out, for the back. As we look at the back, there are 2 ports here, and that's where you can plug those in. Then, speaking of those ports, we also get a satellite dish and just an all-purpose kind of tech arm, which is articulated as well, which is really cool. So lots of options going on there. You can see this little gripping piece here at the end. Then we get a blade, and this, again, we get that kind of diamond symbol going on there. And this is actually for the staff we get, which is really cool. I like that they kind of made this a metal staff with some wraps. The wraps are beautifully painted as well. And this just kind of comes on the end and kind of makes it more of a naginata style weapon. So really cool addition, really cool options going on, and just great accessories overall. Articulation, balance here, both excellent. As you can see, freestanding kicks, no problem, thanks partially to those very wide feet. Even with the sculpt on the bottom isn't too bad. And yeah, so some good range. So we're looking at the head, and the head is on a barbell joint. And we're not getting a crazy amount of up, but we do get a little bit. There's more of our neutral. We get a little bit better on the down. We do get a decent amount of tilt, depending on how you have that barbell joint positioned. And then of course we get rotation. For the arms, we are hinge and swivel. So we're coming up into a T. And then we come to the elbows, which are single jointed hinges. And so we're coming to right about 90. Then we get swivel there as well. For the hands, these ones actually pop off pretty easily. You can see we have a barbell joint there. So you can get pretty much anywhere you want to go. Not the greatest amount of range there because we're running the sculpt, but it is still there. Then we get a ball joint here at the kind of, not diaphragm, that's actually more just the waist. But actually some decent crunch out of that. Not really too much arch back. Do get some side to side, and rotation is really where that's going to help you out. So that's really nice. Come to the hips, and not full splits, but definitely very nice. I think it's pretty much a little bit better than we were getting with spring. Front kick, perfect 90, couldn't ask for more there. We do get rotation because of that ball joint up in there. We get double jointed knees, which bring us to, actually let's go further back, pretty much fully in half. So that's awesome. And then for the feet, we get some decent point, slightest bit of forward, but some fantastic rocker. So that will do it for articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here he is with spring as well as a bunch of other turtles lines. With some domestics. With some imports. With some monsters. Finally with articulated icons Oni and yours truly in human form as a Valorverse Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the Samurai Force Autumn figure from Rage Toys is that this figure absolutely kicks ass. It's every bit as good as Spring was, and that's really good to see. I mean, there's definitely some really nice consistency here. They just blend perfectly, and I really love this interpretation of the turtles. Yeah, nothing more really to say from that. Like, if this appeals to you, absolutely pick it up. And it is actually still available from 5K Toys here in the US. I don't know if these are available from other sources, but if I can find them, I'll try and link them in the description below. But there'll definitely be a link to the 5K Toys page down there. So if you're interested in this, go pick it up. Definitely don't sleep on this. And yeah, that being said, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. And if you did, hope to see you back, because I do multiple reviews a week of action figures related to tokusatsu, dinosaurs, monsters, pro wrestling, and more. So if any of that appeals to you, come on back. Let's talk about some very pretty plastic, escape the world for a while, and just vibe. So thank you so much for watching. And at the end of the day, I just really hope that you are well. I hope that all of your toy dreams come true. And most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.